Alrighty, I shall begin. We have with us 4 players. I see that we have, just correct me now, because I'm just gonna go over your names real quick, just so as best as I can now, pronunciate your name as best I can. Drasil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have Drasil, we have Alaria.
Yes.
Cool.
Hello? Hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Just making sure. No one to.
Yes.
Apology.
We have Jean Cray. Is that how you say it?
That might be Brent's. I'm not sure.
Oh. What's your character's name? Because I think you put it as yours.
Trinellis.
Trinal? Oh, he put. There's 2 character sheets here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I see. Trinalis.
What's the other character?
One is Trinalis and one is Jane Cray. So I was wondering. I know his is quiet.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that was actually his character or not. Like, what is the character? Is it the backseat as well?
Let's see. It is. I don't see a race here. I see just a rogue with the name Jane Cray. That's fine. So Trinalis.
Yeah, he's not a rogue for sure. So I
Well,
don't know
I
why that.
I'm only seeing
That's fine.
4
I
of
know.
us on here.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Brent in here right now.
Brent's
He can't.
gonna join
He's
us.
not on
Okay.
computer.
Yeah, he'll join us soon. Oh. Let me fix that real quick. Trinalis. Or Trinellis. There we go.
Yeah, it's with a T. Trinellis.
Alright. Fine.
One of these days, I'm gonna get this cream cheese ratio right.
Depends where you get it. Okay. So Drasil, Alaria, Trinellis, and Quiet. Which is pretty funny because he's not going to be speaking for a little bit. Welcome, Phil. We're just getting started.
Bye bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye.
So for some context, we are streaming our first session. One of my party members from the campaign I'm running for tomorrow, just wished you all luck, which in this case will give any one of you, a point of inspiration as we play the game. Inspiration, if you don't know, will give you the ability to gain advantage on an ability check, saving throw, attack roll, anything that's about to happen. If you feel like you just want to give yourself better odds on it, that's when you would use your inspiration. Inspirations wear out at the end of the session, so do not stockpile them. You only have one at a time. So if you get a point of inspiration by role-playing well, or by doing something in the game, or if somebody from the chat sends you something, feel free to just take advantage. For now, welcome everyone to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are in for adventure that we've been preparing for some time now, and I would like to get started by introducing you to Waterdeep. Waterdeep is a beautiful place. it is a place that is probably not possible in today's world. Because in our world, we lack magic, fantasy, adventure, dragons, an opportunity to change your fates at the turn of a corner. The skies above the world of Faerun are vast and boundless, a tapestry of shifting clouds and golden sunlight. As you descend from this heavenly vantage, the land stretches out below like a living map, its forests, mountains, and rivers weaving together to form the storied continent of the Forgotten Realms, the setting in which our world takes place in. This place, where gods walk among mortals, magic courses through every fiber of existence, and adventure waits around every corner. Your gaze is drawn to the western coast where the Sea of Swords sparkles under the sun's rays. There, rising from the cliffs and sprawling across the horizon, is the City of Splendors, Waterdeep. Majestic and timeless, its towers pierce the sky, their pennants dancing in the breeze. A city unlike any other. Waterdeep is a hub of trade, magic, and intrigue, a place where fortunes are made and legends are born. The city is diverse as it is vast, from bustling streets of the trades wards, where merchants hawk their wares, to the verdant gardens of the Sea Ward, where noble estates bask in splendor. The Dock Ward hums with the salty vigor of sailors and laborers, whilst the Castle Ward stands as a testament to Waterdeep's power and history. Its grand edifices sheltering rulers and warriors alike. Beneath it all lies a darker world, a labyrinthian depths of the Undermountain, as some call it, a place of endless mystery and danger. There is plenty in Waterdeep to explore, and though we take on, potentially, a simple adventure, do not be afraid to find something of your own here. Recently, the death curse has plagued the entirety of the planes, not just the material planes, but those beyond the mortal coils. It prevented people from being resurrected, which was a natural thing for those of wealth, nobles, those of tremendous influence. However, to the poor and middle class, it was business as usual. Death was just permanent. But it affected many things. And now that it is lifted, a new future is on the horizon for Waterdeep. That is where our story begins. We are entering the season of autumn, the fall, with the leaves changing and the cold winds coming in. People are having festivals to commemorate the accomplishments of those who successfully took over and took fate into their own hands and saved the world. But it is not a fortunate time for most people when it comes to debts, when it comes to making money, when it comes to finding work. You all have found yourselves in search of extra money for whatever reason. Maybe you need to make ends meet. Maybe you owe some debts. Maybe you have rivals and enemies that you probably need to move in a different tax bracket to get away from. Regardless, right now, you are all in an interesting situation. You have been approached, the four of you, by a half-elf. Young, casual, and confident demeanor. He's offered you an easy job. He goes by the name of Deldro. That's Deldro. Deldro is a young half-elf that has been around, and you've heard him say it a few times. In his young voice, casually, he says, "I need a little favor done. Nothing dangerous, just a bit of distraction while something important gets added to a shipment. No one gets hurt, no one gets caught, just a bit of mischief for the right kind of people. And you've agreed. You've been offered 10 gold pieces for a very simple job. Some of you will have to distract guards and the people around in the trade ward, while whoever you choose to sneaks in and puts a sealed envelope into the pre-approved mailing list that is to be sent out later on today. You have a small window of opportunity here. So, with the 4 of you here and this quest at hand, what would you all like to do?
Well, I'm a performer, so I mean, I can go out and cause a quote distraction end quote if everyone's okay with that.
Okay with that.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have?
Oh.
I guess I could use my loot.
So we're in the middle of the trade ward. There are kiosks. There are people moving through, finding shish kebabs to purchase on their way throughout the ward to find silks, to find food. Not a general area to buy groceries, but to start meeting people, getting connections, and maybe even sampling goods. So there's a lot of eyes here. A lot of people need to be drawn in to give you guys a good opening to sneak into this establishment. There's a front door, there's a back door, there's windows to see inside or out. But for now, you're interested in creating some kind of distraction. So what would you specifically like to do?
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I have a lute. So why doesn't she start to sing? And then I'll try and play my lute with her, and then we start a fight. Because she doesn't want me playing with her. She just wants herself. No. Amber, does that
does sound like something that Dracil would be very irritated with. So
Okay.
I would like to go ahead and start singing.
If you want
And
to go there, that's my idea for it anyway.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can go ahead and start singing, and then, you get the bright idea to just, jump in. And I try to sing over you. You try to get louder with your lute, and then I'm like, screw this, and to punch you. Well, not pretend. I try to punch you. Not in the face,
Okay.
but in the arm.
Okay.
To
So
knock your
That's
lute out
fine.
of me. Sound good?
Sounds good. I think that's a good plan.
All right.
So for the
Well,
first
then-
rolls of the night, I would like you both to go to your character sheets, and both of you can make me a performance check. One for Dracil to sing and get some people's attention. Another for Alaria to play her lute and also pick up that pace of drawing eyes.
So how do I roll this? Because I got a +5 for performance.
So you will just click the word performance on that skill sheet, and it will just roll it for you automatically.
Okay.
Perfect.
Noise.
So then, when you find it, Alaria, you will do the same. You'll open your character sheet. You will see on the left-hand side all of the skills you are proficient with, if you've finalized that, and then you will click on performance.
Hold on. Let me get my slow computer to do this.
No rush. Dracil, and for everyone watching, for some context. Oh, we can show. That's whack. Hold on. I see your roll, but the chat doesn't see your roll. I fixed it. There we go. So when rolling, you may have advantage or disadvantage. The left roll is your normal roll. The one on the right is with advantage/disadvantage. So if we ever get to, excuse me, wow, sorry. If we ever get to those moments where you might have advantage on something, we always take the greater one, and if you have disadvantage, we take the lower one.
Okay.
That being said, you rolled a 24, which is extremely high. When thinking about how difficult things are going to be, usually we start at around like a 12 difficulty. If not, it goes to like 14, 16, and so on. Things that get really hard are at that 20 level bracket or even higher. But for now, singing in this crowd, you do start to draw eyes. One, you're a good singer. Two, people welcome entertainment, especially in Waterdeep. So as you're singing and drawing people's attention towards you, you start to see your accomplice in this.
Oh god, it's gonna be bad. It says, hold on, let me try it again. It just came up. Like,
no, it's fine. So what you do is you go to your character sheet, which is Alaria. Let me see that.
no,
And
I'm
then-
on there and it turns red and I click performance and only one roll has come up, but that's from when
It could be delayed.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm like,
Nope. It is our first session. Don't worry about it. Let's see. So I see your performance is at a 0 anyway. So I mean, we can use the roll anyway as is. Just try clicking it one more time and let me see if that works.
wait, what? Sorry.
Just click on performance one more time and let's see if that works.
Double clicking, clicked. Like, I don't.
Yeah, so you see how the word is highlighted red when you hover it?
Yeah.
So yeah, once you click that word, it should give us a roll. It should automatically do it.
Yeah, I know. And I got it, but it is not letting me.
That's fine. For now, we'll use your 11. If for what we can do now, if you want, type in instead, just /roll 1d20, and we'll use those rolls moving forward. If it doesn't work. But at the moment,
The only thing that's working is if I roll a d20 itself, I think. Let's see if
well,
it
you
comes up.
can. As you don't have a bonus to this check anyway, a straight d20 roll would be fine as well.
Yep. Yep, dice.
So,
Alright, I got a 12. I rolled manually.
that's fine. So, you pull out your loot. As you've already agreed, she'll do the singing, you'll make another distraction, you'll get into an altercation. You're bringing out your loot and realizing this is a crowded place. You might not want your loot to get damaged in the process. You start playing, and there's something that creeps in your mind of, is she really gonna punch me? Is she gonna punch me now? Is she gonna punch me now? And you're taking time, I would say about 4 to 5 minutes, where with Drasil singing and your loot playing, you draw a substantial crowd around you, including some of the guards. And in this moment for now, you see the guards kind of like eyeing the both of you, and then just partaking in the revelry that's going on here.
Okay, good deal.
Okay, let's see. Was it the guard friend or was it a not guard friend? I can't remember. I guess where I wrote it down. Okay, real quick. I remember I had somebody who was chasing me. Was that like one of the guard people, or was that somebody like?
I do believe you classified her as a rival.
Okay,
Not not a guard, but a rival.
okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Well, never mind then. So does she have more people around her, or do I have more people around me?
I would say it's kind of mixed. She's right across the street, and you're closer to the shop. So, I would say you're both drawing a decent crowd, but I would say there are more on your side. You did roll higher, and people are, at this point, enjoying your performance, as that's what you are. You're more of a performer.
Okay. Let's see. So how do I get over there to her to quote punch her, end quote?
It's up to you. You may walk over. You may have an altercation. You can roleplay it however way you want.
Okay. So I'm singing, got people, and I asked the crowd to join in. And as the crowd joins in, I kind of wiggle, draconic wiggle my way. We're gonna use that for the rest of this time, draconic wiggle.
No gyration.
Yeah, dragon gyration. That's what we're gonna call it. Over to my companion.
Intense eye contact with you. Says I'm gonna make intense eye contact.
And I'm gonna dragon jiggle
Why don't you
my
make
way
me
over.
make me a deception check as you're trying to sell this idea that you're taking offense to the
Okay, deception. All right.
yeah. I would say both of you.
Why does her stuff come up and I like try? Do I need
Let me
to
try.
right?
Cause I'm in my character sheet. I got 2 tabs open. So
I do too. I have the roll log out. I got everything.
Well, let me
And
let me
then-
roll for you and see if that's the problem first. Let me see your deception. Oh, wrong button.
Deception is a 0. Let me go +0.
Why can I not see your deception skill? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it worked for me. We're not going to use the roll I used because that's very bad. But it did work when I clicked on your sheet. It could be lag. It could be anything.
I'm just gonna roll 20 again because that eventually came up.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can if you want a manual roll for now. Either is fine. Drusilla.
I am so-
So with the roll, like I said, the first roll is the regular roll, and the second roll is if you have advantage or disadvantage. So you see how it's green? That would be that's a natural 20 if you had advantage.
oh dang.
So see that the green ones are natural 20s. Those are crits. The red ones will be failures. Absolute failures. There is no really changing them. That being said, you still rolled a 12. So it's a decent deception check. It's not that hard of a sell. We're just gonna wait on her to see if she can help you with this. So while they are doing this, Trinellis, what are you doing amidst this attempted distraction?
I am looking around and eyeing my way in.
Okay. So if she can succeed on her deception check as well, that will give you advantage. So let's see. What did you end up rolling, Ilaria?
Manually, I got a 14.
Okay, perfect. So you start eyeing each other, gyrating towards one another throughout the singing and lute playing, and eventually
I'm gonna shimmy at her too. I'm gonna shimmy my shoulders at her.
Perfect. You guys get to each other. There's tension drawing. Guards are watching eagerly and wondering if this is a part of an act or if this is about to be a confrontation. Regardless, people are excited. The people in the crowd are taking to commenting on what songs you should sing next. And as things are about to come to blows, I would say at this point everyone is fairly distracted. So, Trinellis, if you would like to make a stealth check, you may do so with advantage.
Okay, you'll have to tell me how to do that.
Right, so you're gonna open your character sheet, and on the left-hand side, there should be a list of all the skills. The blue check-marked ones are the ones you have proficiency with, but regardless, in that list, you're gonna look for stealth and click on the word stealth. That will roll it for us.
Noise.
You have like a different computer than I do.
So, 19 is pretty good. It's very good. You use this opportunity as someone is leaving the shop. Would you like to go through the front door or the back?
You know what? I'm bold. Front.
Okay. You see a patron exiting, and as he exits, you walk through the door without triggering an additional bell ring on the top of the door. You notice there's a little bell that's jingling when people enter. You slink into the shadows before the manager of this establishment turns to see you. You find the shadows. You move through the shelves and the aisles. It's a small place, but you do know you must get to the back room, plant the letter with the remainder of the mail to be delivered later today, and not get caught. So, you are in this establishment already. You're in the front area where you see lots of different clothes, linens that have been packaged. You see them parceled up, wrapped for delivery. You do see that the counter that is being manned by the manager. It is up to you how you would like to move forward from here.
Do I see a door or anything that leads me to the back room?
There's one that leads to the side, and then you do notice that the back room is on the manager's side of the barrier, the kind of desk, the McDonald's. Food's on that side, you're on this side. You can take the side room and see if there's another way through there.
Yeah, let's take the side room.
Okay. So as you go through, there's no door. There's just an opening with a doorway, and you see a bunch of just sealed lock boxes of some very tiny. And as you're walking through here, you do see at the other end there's a path to the back room. But while you're here, you notice this is definitely a place where there are probably expensive things that are about to be shipped out.
Temptation.
What would you like to do?
Come on, my hips don't lie performance can't, go so far.
I'm. So, what?
I said my hips don't lie performance can't go but so far. I need you to come on. I would really hate to have to hit our companion.
But shiny
Maybe.
temptations.
Why don't you make a perception check? There's definitely a lot of expensive stuff in here, but with a 7, It's hard to tell what would be easy to take, what wouldn't be a hassle, and what couldn't be really missed. There's a treasure trove of potential here. It would take you some time to look through it.
I'm gonna go ahead and head for the back room.
Okay. As you move through this area, you see another door frame that moves to the back room that angles around to the right and leads back to a back door that leads that. Well, there's one door that leads outside the back door, and then there is another doorway that leads to where the manager is standing. There is a lot of potential being this close to him that you can be heard. So I would like you to make another stealth check.
Okay, 1 second.
Nice.
22, jeez. There you go, I'm crazy. So,
Sneaky,
Ornelas
sneaky.
has great stats.
for now,
Hey now.
may the odds be ever in your favor. So, you don't step on any of the planks that creak. You walk when he walks, and you start looking diligently for exactly what you're looking for. And you find it, without question, a large wooden and locked box that reads on it, sealed to be delivered. On the front, it is locked. However, there is a slit at the top for letters to be entered. And you do have the letter in your possession.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the drop box.
Okay. You slide the letter in. You look around. Mission is accomplished. Your time is yours. You may do anything you wish in here, or you may leave.
Is there anything of value that would be easy to swipe while I'm in here?
Make a perception check.
Never mind.
Unfortunately, as you look around, you see a half sandwich that has been eaten with pickles on the side
Ew.
and nothing else of value.
Go ahead and get out of here.
You walk to the back door. You try to open it and realize it is locked. You will have to take a moment here. You look around to make sure you're not you make sure you're not exposed. You look around, you unlock the mechanism. It's not hard. It is locked from the inside to keep people out, so there's no lock picking required. But it is good to know that it was locked. You unlock it, you open the door, look around, close the door behind you, and your mission is accomplished. As we return to our illustrious...
Unlock that door back, right?
It's up to you. You may. I would say, why don't you give me an attempt here with your lock picking skills to lock the door?
Well, that's
All
interesting.
Hey, I don't be caught.
It'd be
I'm
funny
trying
to
to
get.
find the lock picking. Wait, hold on.
I believe it's thieves' tools. Let me check your thing. So underneath all those skills on the left, a little bit further down, you are proficient. You are proficient in 2 other things.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, gambling dice and thieves tools. So you're gonna click the thieves tools. 15 is just enough. You remember how the mechanism works, and you are a trained thief. You unlock it on your way out, brush yourself off. Job well done. You were not seen. The job had been done, and no one was hurt. Unfortunately, your companions don't know about this, and are about to get into a bit of a brawl, as you are both unaware whether Trinalis has succeeded or not, or at what stage she's in now. You are about to continue this charade. What would you like to do?
Instead of punching her, just kiss her.
Do I notice
How about no?
people leaving?
I would say you would notice Trinalis now exiting the back door, as you were probably the muscle for this to see if anything went wrong.
The lookout.
Yeah. Well, look out with the purpose. But yeah, you would notice that she has succeeded on her part of the mission.
Well, rather than punch my
Maybe we have
companion,
like a howling thing. Like he could just like howl really loud or something when she's out, or
Oh, for
did
sure.
we even
Hang on, I'm having issues getting my character sheet to come up. Give me just a second.
Oh, that's not a
I
problem.
found out I
button,
can
button.
roll. I can roll on my phone.
Oh, perfect.
So good.
That works perfectly. Well,
You should do a snuffle. Go.
well, as Quiet is now noticing Trinalis, it is still moments after Ilaria and Drasil are still in the middle of their performance. So it's up to you of how far you wish to take it before the mission ends.
well, since I'm still irritated about her hogging my performance, rather than punch my companion in the face, I try to trip her with my tail.
Oh, okay. So with
Ruh-roh.
this, let's just do, well, why don't you just give me a sleight of hand, unless you want to make it very obvious.
No, I don't want to make it obvious. All right, let's roll that.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
So with a natural 20, easily in the middle of this performance of singing and of getting closer to her, you use your tail, flick it behind her, and you are about to eat the pavement, Ilaria.
What do I need to roll?
I would say a dexterity saving throw, as you just feel your legs give out from
That'd be
below you.
athletic?
You could use athletics if you want, but this is more of a saving throw to see if you would fall prone. So
Well, I'll just roll.
Mm.
I got 3.
no. You fall prone on your butt. Your loot doesn't get damaged, as it was your intention to never have it be damaged in this performance. But you fall on the ground. People start laughing. Some people start cheering. The guards don't really respond one way or another about it. They do eventually start nodding their heads and making their way towards the business in question where this quest has taken place in. And it is around this time that Quiet, you do notice Trinalis has left the back door, locked it, and the mission is a success.
Thank you,
Yep,
everyone.
I'm trying to
I'm
break
here
up
all
the
week.
performance. Escort people away from the guards.
Okay. So Drasilla's thanking everyone as Quiet is now breaking everything up. Was
I take
there?
tips.
You take tips?
Hey,
I take tips.
what? What button makes your character sheet come up? Because I cannot find it.
No button per se. It's in the middle. You're gonna go to the journal, and yours is literally the second to last thing on the bottom.
Got it. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, quite.
I couldn't find how to make that list come up. Thank you.
Got you. Let's see. So, in the middle of that performance, Giselle, as you are being pushed away, a few patrons in total give you 8 silver.
Thank you, thank you.
Ilaria, as you are trying to get up from having a fall, you do collect 3 silver pieces.
Oh, well.
For being a jester, good job.
So feel free to add that to your inventories if you wish. 3 silver and 8 silver.
Does
where do
my
I add
scowling
that?
holding out a hat get me anything?
Make an intimidation check.
I don't know where my money's is at on
Did it
this
work?
thing anyway.
It did not work.
Well, a 20 intimidation does work.
Did it work? Did it? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. So, as you're getting paid for your performance,
No,
Giselle, and Ilaria for your attempted performance, and Ruse in completed, you do find 3 silver in your hand. Your companion and muscle for this mission, Quiet, your tabaxi friend, brings out his little, beanie hat and starts pushing you to safety, but also requesting that people pay up or something. And randomly, you notice few people just start, unquestionably, oh, of course, and start
It's the
throwing,
performers.
adding, double dipping. You find another 5 silver pieces in your hat at the end of this.
So is that his, or is that for everyone?
Well, I keep one and split the other 2 between you.
Sweet. So that gives me 10 silver. Woo! Ballin'!
Definitely gonna eat well today.
If I play my cards right, I could eat for free and keep my 10 silver.
So, with that being said, Drasil, Ilaria, Trinalis, Quiet, you have accomplished your task. All that remains is for you to go meet your contact, the one that set you on this, and get paid.
So Alara, yeah, I'm sorry about, tripping you up with my tail. I hope there's no hard feelings. Are we okay? Good. All right.
Can we get paid?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is he?
You do recall that he said he'd meet you just outside of a very famous tavern called the Yawning Portal.
Insight?
Incite the DM.
No. I was inciting to see if I caught the insult or not, and I didn't.
Wait, what?
Which insult?
I'm assuming your passive. I'm assuming your passive deception is higher than 10. So I'm assuming I missed it.
Are you talking about when I tripped her with my tail, or? But you weren't over there.
No, the apology. No,
Oh.
but I heard the apology.
Oh, you missed it. You didn't get the sarcasm. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
He doesn't get those things. He's like, imagine Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. I was setting the standard with that role.
Yep, that's what that is. All right. So
He's
we're
just
at the
looking at you
tavern.
like something's wrong, but he doesn't know what.
So, Alaria, is there anything you would like to do before we continue on here?
No, I'll just follow. I'm not really from around here. I don't know anything about any rituals or anything like that, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay. So you all find yourselves with the mission accomplished, heading with most of the day still, yours. It's still early. It's not even midday yet. And you make your way towards the yawning portal. Now, it's not too close to where you are. You do make your way through the city and hear a lot of different rumors. You hear about the Xanathar's Guild, which is making a complete mess of Waterdeep, along with their continued war with the other guilds at large, being the Zentarum and others, that are looking to keep a hold on business. Not just the legitimate business, but the underbelly of Waterdeep. The Xanathar's Guild is making things very complicated for everyone, making things a bit more violent and aggressive than has been standard. Now, obviously, the Zentarum that you're aware of are a bit more secretive in their dealings, usually for hire as mercenaries, as rogues, potential middlemen for dealings across to other cities. They do a lot of things, but there are a lot of whispers in the times that have been that have passed since the Death Curse of changes coming to Waterdeep that might be for the better, might be for the worst. All you know is the future is bright again. With that being said, it takes about a couple of hours of maybe wandering the city, picking up some stuff with some loose chains you have, and then eventually you make your way to the Yawning Portal. Now, the Yawning Portal is a famous tavern, known across not just Waterdeep, but all of the Forgotten Realms. It was established by an adventurer who was able to retire by the name of Durnan. Durnan is a simple human. He has a beautiful, amazing sword that stands behind the barkeep, as people are wont to talk about. Are the stories true? No one knows. But what is known is that the Yawning Portal is a ticket to the higher echelons of patronage, of work, of becoming someone. And your meeting with your benefactor at the moment, let's see, might give you an opening.
You're saying I need to put on my good vest?
If you brought it with you, it would be up to you. But Deldro is waiting for you as you notice the young half-elf outside. He says, Well. Now, I didn't hear anything on my... nothing my little birds spoke of. So I assume everything went well?
Yes, I put on the best performance. You should have been there.
Oh, but I was. I was watching just to see for myself. And I didn't see anything go wrong. I do think that all of you played your parts very well.
What can I say?
Handshake was high quality, might I say.
Since we did so well, I think we should get a little extra on top of that. What do you think?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
It's not bad. Well, I do think that at the very least, a round of drinks could be in order. And maybe in the future we negotiate better rates. But for now, I think we keep things keep things the way they were. And he
That's
counts.
fair.
He counts out for you. As I see, 10 gold pieces for a job well done, and I'm very glad that we stuck to the parameters. See, no one got hurt, nothing dangerous, and if you are willing, trust me, I have a better reward than just a few measly extra coins. As I
mean,
am.
what?
Yes, I am known here and there as many names, but if you wish, I offer you this. And he extends his arms to the yawning portal door.
So we passed our audition.
You passed an audition for me, and I would like to say at the very least that I am willing to offer you my name as reference. So, for 10 gold pieces, this is yours. And who would like to take the 10 gold?
I would love to take that off your hands. Thank you.
The thief snatches it.
Oh. Don't even have to roll.
Oh, wait.
Just for class.
It was 10 gold for everybody.
For the group.
I scowl at her and then smile at our benefactor.
It is a good amount of coin for any kind of job that doesn't require pain or violence, but it could have gone a different way, in which probably more money should have probably been put up. That being said, with the deal being done, he says, "You may use my name as reference, and I have offered them to allow you entrance without, let's say, people digging and prying into some of your backgrounds." And he looks at some of you, and some of you may or may not know what he's referring to. If you're looking for better work, if you are looking for patronage, the Yawning Portal is the place to go. And for tonight and tonight only, for the rest of the day, I have gotten you in through my good graces. So, do take the time, enjoy the free drinks on me. But I will say, be mindful if you do take any jobs on who you decide to ally yourself with. In these times, people can be tribal with their allegiances.
So can I just go ahead and go in the door?
For sure. You may all enter.
Alright.
So, as you open the door into the Yawning Portal, you see something many of you have never seen before. A part of whether you've gone to the richest of taverns and made grand performances, or you have snuck into the black market bazaars, the Yawning Portal is filled with lively adventurers, guild members, faction agents. You see people dressed for success, and then you also see the random drunkard who probably, has been coming in and out here for the last 5 or 10 years, probably longer. You see many people sporting different faction icons, whether it be a tattoo of the Xanathar's Guild, being many eyes tattooed over their arms and head, or the Zentarum, who can kind of be distinguished by their air of superiority, whether they are adorned in studded leather armor, you know that criminal musk about them. The atmosphere.
I work at the mortuary.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll for if I see anybody I know?
For sure.
What is
Make-
that, investigation?
Yeah, you can make investigation or perception. Your choice.
Sorry, I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, that's fine. I do talk a lot, so do feel free to interrupt. I do not take offense. So,
perception is like my strong suit. So.
there you go. So yeah, looking about this place, it's very interesting because there's someone here you do notice, and it's hard to put together why they would be here. You notice a bald-headed white human clad in plate mail of a holy order. He is a cleric, and you have seen him before, and he's come to your establishment to help and also kind of dump off other bodies for good or ill reason. He seemed like a good man at the time, but now seeing him here, you understand that at least he's a wealthy or well-off kind of individual. You do recall his name is Omen.
I'm gonna put my. I got a cloak on. I'm just gonna kind of put my cloak on my head.
Okay.
Can I go ahead to the bar and get my top shelf drink?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that.
Do I hear
Just
anybody
look
talking
around
like
and
the
see.
kids talk?
Like the kids talk?
Oh, I was trying to ask Adam, do I hear anyone talking like the kids at the orphanage talk?
Not necessarily. There are people that you do hear. No, actually, you do. At some of these tables, you do
Thieves
hear.
camp.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have lost the call. No,
No.
everyone went quiet, so I thought I lost you.
No, you're good. You do hear at some of these tables people speaking thieves can't clear as day. Which is funny because it's like some people when they speak Spanish, they do it because they don't want people to understand it, but then they also do it at a Spanish bar, so it's like, well, we all hear you. So the thieves that are speaking thieves can't are kind of speaking in broad daylight. About some of their businesses, but discretion is something that you pay for when you come here. As for Drasil, as you get to the bar, you see many people across the bar getting different beverages, and Durnan, this big brown mustache looking fellow, let me see if I can show something.
Big brown mustache.
Well, let's see. You should be able to see this. I think I put up an image of Durnan.
Well, that's more than a mustache, bro.
Yeah. It is mustache connected to
It's full
sideburns.
handlebars.
Yeah. That's a better description. He's got the handlebar mustache going, but
With the chops.
he's pouring out another pint, another tankard of mead for the people here, and you get his attention, and he goes, "And how can I help you today? What are you looking for?"
What do you have that is high quality today? I don't want what the commoners are drinking today.
You don't want to drink the piss? Well, I get it. Don't worry. We're eager to serve old types here. And he turns the tankard handle to another patron, and then some of us like drinking piss. And starts drinking the mead and drops a copper on the table. Durnan looks under and goes, "Well, let's see what we got here. So right here, I've got silver veins." And he pulls out a beautiful, see-through glass of just this silvery liquid. Now this one is a bit for the... And he's putting his fingers together so you understand what he's putting down. More of the prestigious clientele. Or
Okay.
if you're looking to not remember the rest of tonight, and he pulls out a red dark bottle with this like really heavy black liquid. This what I just call death.
Hmm. How do you feel about to-go bottles?
I don't do gift wrapping.
Pity.
How much for death and piss to wash it down?
Death on its own's gonna run you 5 gold pieces. The whole bottle. Unless you want to just take a shot. A shot in the
Don't
dark.
want to die that badly. I pull out the silver. How much would that in some piss? Something that burns and some piss.
He uncorks the bottle of death, puts a tiny little bit into a shot glass, and then pushes it slowly over, and then with a pint in hand, moves one over next to you for the silver piece. I was
Drink
right. Make a Constitution saving throw.
And I'm sitting here watching him.
$14. Not bad. You take down death with as much intention as you have to chase it. Unfortunately, you don't get that far. After it just coats the back of your throat and heavily just milks its way down, just slowly. And you want it to go down faster, but it doesn't. And it just numbs the entirety of the inside of your throat until you feel it not just warm you, but it's as if you've scratched part of your skin, and you feel that scratch the whole way down to your belly, and you feel this heavy warmth in you, and your eyes go glazed for a moment. You feel lightheaded. You feel
For a second.
Yep. And you may chase it down as you wish, but you are not in a good. You are not in a
I
good
can't
way.
believe you sell this stuff, Duran.
Huh? Say that again.
I said, I can't believe you sell this stuff. He looks terrible. Worse than usual.
Oh yeah, some people don't really take to drinking a beverage called death lightly. It's for those, like I said, special
I'll take the
occasions.
silver stuff then. I'm
Yes.
all right.
It's for a man that wants
We'll take you somewhere.
experience.
We'll watch over you, sir.
For the bottle of the silvery bottle,
Yes.
he looks at it and he goes, 3 gold for the bottle.
So, Duran, I have a friend who said the drinks were on him. So, would this cover that, or is it only the other stuff that your fine patrons are partaking in?
And what friend would that be?
His name is Deldra.
He looks underneath, starts going through the tallies and stuff. There's wiggle room there. If you so wish it.
I do, yes. Thank you.
Alright, he
So
starts
can I
writing
just
down a
have the
note.
lodge's mead?
Yep, that'll be a copper.
There you go.
Alright, with the copper paid, you get a regular cup.
How do you
Taggart
feel
of mead.
about Deltro, sir? You like him? Is he a nice person?
He's alright. He pays his tab like everyone else. Never. but he brings in good business, so we always square up eventually.
Sounds like a fine lad.
As good as they come. I mean, he's never troubled me or anyone here yet. And that can't be said for most of the people that come through the doors.
That's good to know.
So, adventurers looking for work, or what kind of business are you into right now? While that's happening though, Trinellis, you're amongst the tavern and you see things going on that other people might not be aware of at the moment. There's considerable amount of tension in some of the tables where you do now see Zenithar guild members, Zentarum, many different factions, just looking more deliberately at each other. Just being aware of the potential conflict that everyone is in the same facility, having drinks, and a stone's throw away from their sworn enemies. There's also patrons here too.
I think we should move away from the bar.
So I give her side eye, but I follow her anyway
Okay.
with my pretty little bottle of liquor.
Okay. So you take your
Is that-
bottle. And,
Is there a table somewhere in a corner? we
Yeah,
could go to?
plenty. Plenty of tables. You start making your way there towards. But Durnan asks real quick, Alaria, if there's any work you're interested in.
Yes, now I mostly work for Mr. Revchik.
I can't say I've
Yes.
heard of him.
He runs the more.
Oh, right, in the Death Ward. Don't
Yes.
really spend much time down there myself. I spend a lot of my time with the living, the inebriated, and the idiocy of Waterdeep. So, you'd have to excuse me a bit. I'm not as
We're
cultured.
a bit green, I think. I think we're a bit green, but we're open to whatever.
Well, bring out your dead, as they
Not
say.
green, but I think we're strong.
And he gives a begrudging nod of yeah, I get it. You deal with the dead. He's like, I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear about any sad things as he starts waking up other people from the bar. He's like, I'm making sure they're not dead. As you guys get up and make your way to the other side, to a less threatening area, you find yourselves with an opportunity to do whatever you wish. What would you guys like to do?
I want to know, do I see any wealthy patrons who I might be able to flirt with and finagle?
Plenty. I mean, it's up to you. You see a bald-headed human who is dressed in heavy plate mail. Looks to be of a more clerical or paladin-like order. You see a sort of tanned, heavy bearded individual in the corner with expensive purple robes as he is being brought more and more different pastries to partake in. He's got the croissants, he has the donuts, they are bringing him custards. There are many different
How
people
about
here.
talk to him?
Okay. As you gyrate yourself towards him, you see a heavier patron with his tan-skinned, heavy beard. Ah, it's another dessert. Welcome. You may have a seat if you wish.
Why, thank you. I would love to have a seat. So, what's all this you're over here eating? Is there like a special that's going on, or tell me more about it.
Oh, yeah. As he partakes in a drawn-out tale of his first, as he likes to eat his desserts before his dinner. He explains to you the many intricacies of how you can taste the texture, you can taste the freshness, the sugars, and he's a very, very, he's a big foodie. Whether he's actual food critic or whether he just loves eating, it's hard to tell. But he goes in about his different businesses of catering for festivals and stuff before the winter, and there's a lot of there's a lot of demand during autumn for people to start bulking up, and he's gonna taste it all before he goes to the festivals.
Now, did Trinellis make her way over to the table already, or is she still like? Did she watch me walk away, or kind of where you at?
I watched you walk away and went to the table to sit down.
So, can I kind of try and catch her eye to see if I can get her to come over to where I'm at? Some kind of, signal to try and get her to come over where we're at.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Come on over here. Maybe you could pickpocket this foodie person. Come on.
I'm busy watching everything around me right now.
Terrible. So
I'm at the
I'm
table looking at the bald dude. Trying to kind of stall him.
You're trying to stay away, or you're trying to stop? You said what?
I'm kind of watching him. I'm just like, I don't know if I want him to see me, so I'm sitting with them.
Okay. I mean, as you watch him, he's mostly just walking about different tables, politely. People seem to be actually giving him more patronage and respect when he appears, and then he eventually sits at a table on his own, and he lifts up a sort of little card, or kind of like nameplate, and from this far away, you just see his name, Omendron, as he just sits at a table, has a candle lit, and starts opening up a ledger and starts writing things down.
okay. So what is this foodie's name? What is your name? Who am I speaking? Who are pleasure speaking with?
They call me Cormond. Cormond the Gourmand.
Ormond the Gourmand?
Cormond.
Uh,
KQ, and I'll write for you guys.
okay. Oh goodness, yeah. Thank you. So Cormond, would you happen to know of anyone who would be interested in sponsoring a singer? Possibly, maybe, hopefully.
No, perhaps make a persuasion check.
Okay, let's see. Persuasion. Please, please, please.
Yeah. As he's taking to your curves, your demeanor, your persuasiveness, as you are not just trying to convince him with your words, but with your atmosphere, your allure. You're trying to sell something here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he takes him and he looks up from his cake finally and goes, "Oh. Why, yes. I'm having a bit of a luncheon, maybe a couple of days with some esteemed guests of mine that you would potentially want to get your tail through the door, as it were.
I roll my eyes, but continue to listen.
After a bit, he explains that if you're interested, he'd gladly pay for an afternoon performance for him and his lunch guests. Not necessarily that you would even have to perform many songs. One or two performances would be fine, and then you could mingle in with the crowd and so on and so forth. He would gladly pay 20 gold pieces for the afternoon.
Nice, nice. That sounds wonderful. Can I invite some of my friends? They're scattered about here, but they're good people. I think that, they would fit in with your upper echelon, your friends there.
Um, as you point out each one of them, why doesn't everyone tell me what they look like when she eventually points them out? So let's start with Quiet. As you point towards Quiet, like all of your friends, and he looks over, what is Quiet doing?
Is there music playing?
There's definitely music, from a bard singing about.
He's attempting to dance at this point.
Ignore
Probably
him.
kind of passively.
He's had some bad drink. Ignore that dancing. He's much better than ignore that, please.
But like, button. There it is. So like, jaguar pattern tabaxi, 6-ish foot tall, super lean, got that like runner's build. Yeah, probably wearing a vest and a loincloth kind of shorts thing, maybe a kilt. Not much armor.
Okay.
Maybe some basic clothes while we were out, but yeah, like generally not a lot of clothes.
And are you or are you not talking to a wall?
A what?
A wall.
A wall?
A wall. A wall.
A wall? No. I might be talking to a stool in Goblin though,
Okay.
because they're at the right height.
That makes sense. Okay.
Oh dear.
So then you point out Trinalis, and Trinalis, what do you look like, and what do they see?
So I am an Eldrin.
You are not.
Um,
You are not Trinellis.
I am. Oh, sorry. Get our names mixed up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We'll get to you in just a moment.
You don't have to get.
Trinalis.
Hold on 1 second. I have to get myself back together.
Like, I do not look like that.
I'm 6'1", very lean snow leopard. I'm in, I guess, what you would consider a rogue's garb. Mostly just, I have a shawl over my head, and I'm ducked in the corner trying to, stay out of sight so I can just sit there and listen with my ears. But yeah, I'm sitting in a chair in the corner, and I see the bard trying to get my attention, but I kind of roll my eyes and keep looking at other direction.
Oh,
With Alaria on your own here as well, whether you're sitting at the table with the group or on your own, what does everyone see? What do you look like, and what kind of aura do you have about you?
Right, it's me. Sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Trinellis. I'm a permanent winter Eldrin, and I have gray robes. I have silvery grayish hair, and I am kind of tucked into the corner around Trinellis, and I'm looking around, but I'm basically focused on the kind of seeing what the bald guy's doing.
Okay.
I'm trying to, I'm kind of trying to stay hidden myself because I don't really know what it means. 'Cause
Right.
I'm from Evermet, and I've only been here for maybe like a year, so I don't know the whole tone of the city.
Okay. So as you're sort of trying to keep yourself looking shy and keeping your distance, but also perceptive towards this Omen character, you all give a bit you give a different shade to this picture than probably Giselle wanted. As the patron looks at all of them and goes, "Oh, if you wish to bring company, a trope of some sort, I guess that could be fine. But the payment
You don't
would
have to
remain
pay
the same."
them.
Yeah, I
You don't have to
figured
pay
not.
them.
Yes. Well, let's see that. If you are interested, you may take this card and join me at my estate in 2 days' time.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much. I get up and shimmy my way on to my friends, quote, quote.
He may or may not take glances at the figure leaving the way out.
That is perfectly fine. Pay me
As-
more. Thank you.
As he then just and then starts looking about, and a servant walks up and goes, "Sir, your dinner is ready." Good. Yes, bring it.
All right.
yeah.
Have I made it to the table yet?
Yeah.
Right. So I plop down. Hey guys, so we have a
Immediate
party.
hug.
Immediate hug.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it so much. Please sit down.
Who gave him alcohol? God.
I tried. I'm so sorry. Well, kind of maybe. But yes, we have a party in 2 days, with some fancy people. No, I think that it would be great for us, a great opportunity, maybe get some extra work. If not, we can surely pickpocket a few people. What do you guys think?
How much?
I know the
It's
bald
just a
fellow.
nice little party. I don't tell them about the money. But it's just a nice little party. Blink, blink. Am I working with this? Am I persuading them without telling them about the money?
You don't have to. It's up to you. And you all may
I
see.
don't work for you.
Don't I need to roll like insight or something of that nature to
You may.
see if she's actually able to con at me, which I doubt.
So let's have a deception check from Drisil and an insight check from whomever wishes to discern her tall tale.
It's nutters.
7.
You said
Because
deception.
I'm sure I'm at disadvantage.
We'll say you're there's a buzz going around in your head.
Hold on one
Okay.
second.
Yeah, suck it.
So Alaria, she seems honest. Why not? She hasn't steered you wrong aside from that thing with the tail, but that was surely part of the performance.
Yes, definitely.
Sure it was.
And then you start like seeing sweat start to descend from her scales, and you're like, oh, she's nervous. As for you, Trinalis, she's lying
Damn it.
through her teeth.
Oh, I know she's lying. Hold on, I keep.
You're
like,
not
pressing-
Trinellis.
Sorry. I keep thinking I'm you. I'm sorry.
So Alaria, with your 9, you know she's nervous. As for Trinellis, you do know she's lying. Quiet. She's pretty warm. Hugging Scales feels nice.
I think
They
one of
fine.
them's
You live
lying,
off
but the
your
other
food.
one's probably telling the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Okay,
change
fine,
eyes
yeah.
and blink back and forth, and you'll pick one.
He offered to pay me because I'm gonna sing. Okay, so I still think we should go. What do you guys think?
Give me half. I think you broke up. I
No.
didn't hear any of that.
No.
In the middle of the negotiations, the crowd sprints out as a table is thrown over, and someone screams out, "You think you can kill my friends and get away with it, you half-orc bastard!" And you see a group of humans, about 5 of them, surround a female orc, or half-orc in this case, as he was one to blabber out, as she is a muscled figure, stands alone, tatted up with different eyes about on her arms. She pulls out at her side what looks to be a bit of a heavy axe in one hand, and she says, "Well, it looks like if you want to get this party started right and proper," she pulls down and starts drinking the rest of her ale, "you're gonna need more bitches to help you." And in this moment, in this space, I would like you all to prepare for battle.
Oh hell.
So what you're all gonna do is I am going to, let's see if I can do this correctly. I hope so. I know some of you haven't finished your character sheets, but that shouldn't change much. Let me see something. Change layer. So hopefully this works. That's why it didn't work. Right. So despite the fact that there's some problems with some people's character sheets, I have everyone's tokens done here. And we have a map of the Yawning Portal. So first, I'm going to move you all over to the Yawning Portal map. If you can see it, that would be nice. If you can't, I understand. There's definitely a lot more patrons in this establishment, but since some of you are using your phone and some of you are having issues, I don't want to overload the browser, so I'm just showing you the ones at large. So you should be able to see your 4 tokens. I did put the wrong name. Let me fix that real quick. Let's see. So we have Trinellis, we have Drasil, we have Quiet, and we have Ilaria sitting at the table when this ruckus takes place. You see about 4 of these humans sort of shout and yell at this half-orc female on the side. Many patrons start spreading out and going into their all kind of brawls. You hear one guy like, "You fucked my mother," and just start punching each other, and a massive brawl then starts to commence inside of the Yawning Portal. However, the most important one is the one you saw kick this off. With that being said, I would like each of you, if possible, let me see. You're going to click on your token, and then on your character sheet, you're going to roll for initiative.
Nice. Nope, that's not what I want to click on. Initiative.
I'll put it.
Hell.
Okay. So just make sure in the future you click onto your token first on the map, and then roll initiative. That way it will
Add me?
auto. It could be a problem with my thing. Let's see. I'm just gonna add yours in.
Sometimes the first time it's weird. Like
No, yeah,
Like,
trust
you
me.
gotta
click on
double
the
click your
thing.
token. Did your
double
token
click.
light up with your hit points or like with 3 dots and stuff
These little menu things popped up down at the bottom.
around your token?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
it's
then
working.
that means you clicked on it.
Yeah. It sometimes is finicky. We'll have many
Yeah.
times to try this. This is
Okay.
just our first session. So the only one I don't have is Alaria. 21, right? Perfect.
I
add
rolled.
turn. No, it's you and Drasil's didn't pop up on it, but that's fine. I have it. I see your roll. That's not the problem. It's more of that if it links. What happens is if you click your token and do it, it'll auto put it on this turn order that you should all be able to see now. It just shows the order in which combat is gonna go. So it'll have your names as well as any of the combatants in the encounter, and in some cases, a lair. In case you were in the presence of a great legendary dragon and you were fighting in its lair would also take turns. So, in this circumstance, turning is at 15. Turn. She's at. Oops, sorry. 18. And these buddy boys. Bring it 5. Okay, so we are starting off. I'm going to change the music here. Gonna have a bit of combat as sort of bar brawl takes place between a lot of the different patrons. Well, very importantly, a guild on guild fight. Outnumbered, this female orc is going to fight these other gang members. You all may do as you wish as things take place. Your decisions are yours. Trinellis, what would you like to do?
What the humans, what are they? Are they part of that other faction that I can't think of what they're called right now?
They seem to be part of the Zentarum. They are dressed in dark studded leather. They have They are well equipped with fancy swords. Whether they're good with them or not is debatable. They are paid well for their services.
With my own kind of guild, I'm kind of wondering if attacking them would be good or bad at that point.
You would know that any slight against anyone can go any which way, whether it be as small as tripping or standing on someone's boot, or in this case, breaking up or participating in this kind of fight. Either way.
Alright. I guess I'm going to attack the guy that's directly in front of me.
Okay.
You know, far away, but directly in front of me.
Mhm.
And basically say, 4 against 1 isn't very fair odds.
Okay. So what would you like to attack him with as you yell out?
I believe I have. Let me check.
I do believe you have a short bow and a dagger.
Also have a rapier.
Ah,
and my own claws, but you know. I'm far enough away. I think the short bow would be the best idea.
Up to you. Next up is Alaria. So Alaria, start getting ready.
I'll go with the short bow. How would I go about doing that on here?
So you would click on your character sheet, look at your, let's see, you should have your short bow. Yeah. So in the middle it says short bow, dagger, or rapier. You're just gonna click on the short bow.
I might have clicked the wrong thing because it just wants me to change the name of it.
Oh, I clicked it back then.
I got it.
Yeah, just there you go. So, not having advantage, we take the first roll, which is a 10. A 10 will just miss. So you'll take out your bow, you'll fire a shot, and as you say that, you say 4 against 1 isn't very fair. You fire off an arrow towards the guy and hit an innocent bystander in the corner.
Oh god.
Out of nowhere, you just hear my leg.
Who took an arrow to the knee?
Yeah, I was gonna say an arrow to the knee. God.
He just out of nowhere he starts calling for help, but in this ruckus of people getting hammered, who's gonna tell who threw what, who shot where? But with that, is there anything else you would like to try before the end of your turn?
I don't know. I mean, I could throw a dagger, but at the same time, if I miss again, it's just gonna look dumb.
It's up to you. Like, that was a warning shot. Like,
Should have been standing behind him, guy.
yeah. Well, we'll say with that, as you're starting to figure things out, Alaria, you see Trinellis start this combat, and you guys are in it now as an arrow has fired off into the Zentarum gang. What would you like to try?
Sorry. Maybe. I don't know if I should do Sacred Flame. Sorry, now my phone's all jammed up.
It's fine.
You know what? I'm kind of a yeah, I'll do Sacred Flame at the dude.
Okay. So you should be able on your sheet to also see Sacred Flame. Let's see. So you'll just.
Alright. Sacred Flame, I just press Sacred Flame.
Yeah, not bad.
I got 14.
So let's see. So Sacred Flame.
Leave it, you stupid fools!
So for Sacred Flame, you don't actually have to roll to hit. They have to just roll. They just have to try to dodge it.
Okay.
Let's see. But go ahead and roll the damage. So now you see at the bottom right, you see where Sacred Flame is, right? On that it has been rolled. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on Sacred Flame again, that purple. There you go, and that'll roll the damage. So he has to dodge or take 6 radiant fire. Let's see.
Okay.
Bandit. Bandit number 1. That's a 20. I guess very alert from seeing an arrow get shot at him. Gets on edge and tries to dodge out of the way. For now, he takes half damage. He takes 3 points of radiant damage. Is there anything else you would like to try?
No, I'm the timid one, so.
Okay. So as you all take your stance in this fight, quiet, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna use Catfolk Agility, or the speed thing.
Yeah.
Trying to move myself, but it does not want to. Ah, got it.
Move you over.
Whoa!
Too far?
No, hang on. Let me do this. I would like to be here. Can you move me to the guy by himself? The one dwarf up to the north, because I have the movement to get. No, other side of him. There.
Okay.
I can circle around between everybody and get to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I would like to rage and hit that guy with my scimitar.
Roll me an attack.
Oh. Hang on. Gotta grab my character sheet.
Oh, actually.
Boom.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. 23. 10 damage. Oh, you rolled max. Jesus. Okay. So what do you say?
I just growl.
Okay. Out of nowhere, as you've all started to explain that you're in it to win it, firing off an arrow, firing off magic spells, with a shimmer and dash, Quiet rushes through and just cuts the leg off of one of them. Yeah, that guy's got done.
Well, that's rude.
Your scimitar, your quickness, it's time for violence. There is no question. Leg comes off.
Jesus.
And he did this while he was drunk.
What can I say? The orc speech got me excited.
Right. With that, it is Yagra's turn. Unless there's anything else you want to try, Quiet.
No, that was my action, bonus action, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Max movement too.
Seeing as all of you are participating on her behalf, she will rush over and go jump on the table, and then try to jump off the table and give him the people's elbow. See how well that works. And she'll do it with her axe, so like the people's axe, I guess. Where's her thing? Oh, sorry. It's a mace, actually. My apologies. It's a mace. I knew that. A 6 and a 6. Okay. She will bludgeon this one unconscious. And there are 2 bandits down now. With that, it is Durnan's turn, the barkeeper. Durnan, seeing the massive debacle and rage of everything going on, is going to use his movement to get to here. He's going to use his action to take a shot of death. And then he is going to end his turn by wiping down the bar. Business as usual. Drasil, you're up.
First and foremost, I want to say what's wrong with you people. We were just drinking, having a good time. Why?
Because why not?
They started it.
My leg!
We can have our friend chop it off for you, you know.
It is already chopped off. He did chop it off.
I know,
I do
right?
have spare wine.
As you say, I have spared the dying. I'm dying!
I think I'll need your services soon.
Drasil, with everyone being just being indecent, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to find my vicious mockery. There it is. I found it.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, vicious mockery on the guy in the back here. That's next to the unconscious person.
Okay. So go ahead and click it so we can see what kind of damage you're going to be hitting him with.
Click on him. How?
No, you click on Vicious Mockery.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Just click on it, and then we'll see how much damage it's going to throw at him.
And then you got to throw your best diss at him, of course.
Well, that sucked.
Your henchman work at IHOP.
Yeah, so what kind for one psychic damage? What do you think you say that really gets them to turn around and just get that migraine?
Your beard's not manly.
He turns to you, and you realize it was just dirt all over his face. He doesn't have a beard, but he's insecure about it. He takes 1 point of psychic damage as he really contemplates whether he should really try potatoes as an alternative means of growing facial hair. Okay, give me 1 second. I just fixing this character sheet. Okay, so with that being said, it is the bandits' turn here, and what they're going to do is, with the leg cut off and the unconscious member now knocked out cold with a heavy mace, and just insults coming at them. He's gonna put his weapon down and go, "All right, you made your peace. Yeah. We'll leave you be if you leave us be." And with that, in the top of the turn order, Trinalis, would you like to take it any further, or would you like to end combat?
In combat. Why don't we leave?
Alright. So with that being said, combat comes to an end here. Congratulations, everyone. As we return...
I try to put a tourniquet on, but I don't do a very good job.
Do I need to do spare the dying on you?
You may wish to do spare the dying on either the unconscious individual with a massive gash in his head, or the one that is bleeding out on the floor with the leg cut off.
I will do that. I will help that dude with the leg cut off. Bam.
Okay. Why
Yeah,
don't you...
just ignore the guy with the arrow in his knee.
He's fine. He'll live.
Why don't you make me a medicine check when you deal with the leg cut off guy?
You
Okay.
goody two shoes.
I wish I wasn't so bad at computers. There we go. So medicine could come in. Right, fat fingers. Coming up. 7. 20. I don't know if I stable it. Did it come up?
Yeah, he came up. You did roll a 7 though.
Yeah, I did roll a very good one.
As Quiet has now brought you the foot of the man, and is trying to push it back into
They're all the same.
Hey,
I
look.
just do roll Dead if he's gonna die.
He's not gonna die. He is severely hurt. You are a cleric. You are very capable of helping him. However, it doesn't have to be pretty.
Hey, look, you have spare body parts.
Sorry, I think you'll be fine.
Give him a shot of that death stuff. He'll be alright.
Put some
Yep,
dirt
still
on
dead.
it.
I just get a rag and tie it like really tight to his forehead. Maybe staunch the bleeding. That's my 7.
You
So why
find
were
it-
they trying to?
You find it very difficult in this moment. You do stop the bleeding as best you can, but it is not pretty and it is not working as you wish. You've probably spent too much time recently with the dead than the dying or the injured. You do notice a figure approach all of this and assist you. He walks past the guy with the arrow in the knee, and kneels down next to you, and you recognize him as the bald-headed human you saw earlier. And he says, "Allow me, I'm kind of an expertise on this area, but I don't wish to intrude. If you feel like you can handle this on your own."
No, sir, please help this man. I tried to tell these idiots not to fight.
He looks down. He's wearing a bit of spectacles, but he's got a strong-looking face for the most part. And he goes, "Sir, I'm going to attempt to heal you of your injuries. That being said, I do need you to sign here for before I continue." The guy looks at him confused and looking at his missing leg, seeing it being held by Quiet, seeing the man with a piece of parchment and pen. And before he gets a chance to sign it, goes unconscious. He looks at all of you and goes, "We're just gonna say that was consent, right?" He puts the foot back on him. He casts a spell of holy magic, and the foot reattaches itself to the severed limb.
That's
A weird question. Does the blood all over my hands go back in there, or do I have to wash this off?
Definitely gonna have to wash it off.
You're a cat. Lick it off.
Ah, you beasts, you.
I pour some beer on it. It's fine.
All right. I fixed my dress. Now what?
So why was they trying to kill you? I mean, the fight was fun and all. Talking to the orc girl.
I may have, or may have not, but most definitely killed a couple of these cunts.
Well, it wasn't very hard. That makes sense.
She looks at her mace full of blood and hair now and goes, "No." Then she smashes it into the ground. "It isn't really hard to kill Zents now, is it? But then again, it's easier to kill people pretending to be Zents." And she's like giving like a knowing look at the two remaining ones, and we'll just be leaving here. And eventually,
What is Zents?
Zents, Zentarum, Zents cunts, whatever you want to call them. They're probably pretenders, looking to make a name for themselves, crawling up the ladder.
Mm-mm.
Just blank look. Huh?
Either way, they were annoying.
Are my
She's-
other friends still at the table?
your friends
Oh.
are at the table, yeah, except for Quiet, who's over there talking to Yagra, who introduces herself as Yagra Stonefist, or very simply Quiet. She points at herself and she goes, "Tough meat," and she points at the scrawny, bleeding out ones, "Soft meat."
So yes, my friends, about that party I was telling you about.
About that half you owe me.
No, we discussed this. I told you.
We didn't discuss
You have a
anything.
chance to. You have a chance to, pilfer and pillage. I got you a nice invite, and you're trying to take my coin. You're not even doing anything.
If I'm
So do
taking
we?
the risk, I want.
Do we
coin.
pay for the blood, or do they pay for their blood? Looking over toward the barkeepers, I say this to Yagra.
Which one are you? You're speaking to Yagra about this? Like, who pays?
Yeah.
She looks around.
Pick
She
your
goes.
pockets and
She
see.
goes. She goes into the pocket of the unconscious human. It looks like he's paying. She flicks a gold coin on the table and keeps the rest. Puts it in her pocket.
I like her.
Well, it was nice knowing all of you. Thanks for the help. But if I see you around, we don't really know each other. You are unaffiliated with the Xanathar's Guild, I take it.
Mm-hmm. Nope,
Well,
don't have a clue who they are.
You can call me Card.
I'll remember it. Well, try not to get in any trouble. If I see you around, maybe I'll look at you. And she starts heading her way out the bar.
Mm-mm-mm.
Go back to the table. So there's a party?
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you my money. I'll go by myself. After all that work I did to get you guys an invite. Terrible. Terrible people.
What?
I'm not giving you my money. It's not happening. No.
With that being said,
It's fine. The blood's paid for.
As you're still arguing about the details of a future sort of this future sort of job coming up on the horizon, you all notice, well, not all of you, I would say Ilaria, since you're the most quiet at this moment, you would notice that amongst the arguing and the bickering, there's a heavy set amount of noise coming from the massive hole in the tavern that no one has brought up yet.
I thought about it, but I was like, is it the well? I don't know what that is.
I hope they don't throw us down there.
Good luck getting me down there. And when you say there's a massive amount of noise, is it like talking noise, or is it like music noise? What kind of noise are you saying?
Well, there's still fighting going around in the tavern, and it is slowly dying down, but your brawl has come to an end. Omen has come over and helped heal the wounded man. But there's a bit of noise coming from the well that Ilaria notices first, and then, if she so wishes, she can share with the rest of you.
You hear that? From the hole.
Do you see my ears? I hear everything.
I can no mind reader though.
Fidelis, you actually don't hear
Do
it.
I know what the noise is?
And
Can I roll to figure out what the noise is?
Sure. As she's pointing it out, you can all now make a perception check.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be terrible.
I think
Not
I
too
know
good.
what's up.
Okay. You all have a decent idea. Drasil, you're kind of more peeved that they're trying to take your just desserts for this deal you've made.
Please,
So you're
stop the
like,
noise.
so you're just trying to figure out, what you can say at this point. But on the other side, quiet, you hear the noise too, and you feel it because you're a barbarian and you have that danger sense, and danger is coming. As for Tranelis, you feel that you're hearing a very irritating sound because it's almost like nails on a chalkboard because you hear nails digging in stone. Alaria, you hear something very distinct in all of this with your natural 20. You hear the babbling and ravings of a monstrous creature arising from the well and about to enter the tavern.
We need to get out of here. There's something coming.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I was bored with it anyway.
Run away!
As you all start realizing it's probably not time to stay in the bar, and in all of this aftermath, you bump into a very small individual, human, not small, but like short stature, with a plump hat on his head, an individual of extreme showmanship, despite the fact that he may not look very showmanship. You see, if I can show you, you see an individual that announces himself as
What?
oh, well, hello there. I am Volo Thamp, and I just saw the spectacle of thrashing you just put on. You seem like capable individuals. And while that's going on, as Drasil, Trinalis, and Alaria now are talking to Volo, who interrupts you on your way out of leaving the establishment. Right here. You, on the other hand, get to see Quiet as you're kind of still in that danger sense mode. See, coming out of the well in the center of the yawning portal is a monstrous troll crawling its way up and out, but covered in these bat-like mosquito creatures that are blinding it and driving it crazy as it comes up the well, prepared to attack everyone in the tavern.
Volo, please, follow us outside, quickly, if you care for your life.
Oh, I quite do care for my life. Thank you for asking. Should we...
Quickly.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, in the back, in the background of the scene, is Quiet fighting the troll with the other patrons, or leaving with the group? Quiet. Quiet.
He's on mute.
Okay.
I'm unmuted. I'm leaving with the group. Sorry.
Okay. You sure you don't want to be in the background fighting a giant worm monster?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm level 1. I should leave with the group.
Okay.
Mr. Volo, do you know of another place where we can go get drinks and talk?
Probably. As he sees the troll, he goes, "Holy shit! You all leave as Durnan throws down his rag, rips his shirt off, broad-chested, jumps over the bar stool, goes, "Bring it on!" And you all leave as Durnan goes to battle with Giant Troll.
I knew I liked that guy.
Can I make a nature check to see if I can see what I knew if any of those things were?
Sure.
I feel like Durnan
Nope.
was like, you know what? This is my well in the middle of my bar. I know what comes out of it.
I know. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Or so help me, so help me. Monsters Inc. Come on. No. Those things are giant mosquitoes, and those probably suck a lot of blood. No, thank you.
I don't want none of them big hurty flies.
Yeah. There's a difference between like fighting in a battle with a warrior and weapons and getting blood sucked out of you through a straw. Not fun.
Hard no.
So, with that being said, you all find yourselves escorting yourselves outside of the tavern, hearing the commotion, hearing the debacle and battle ensue. You hear cheering and laughter and danger, and the music dies down a bit to a more common tone as you are outside. Oh, what good timing. It was a pleasure to meet all of you as I did. I just noticed that you were fine warriors and came to the aid of someone in need. Hopefully that is something you are interested in pursuing.
How much money you got?
Have you not heard? I am the Volo. He just looks out at the rising sun, waiting for you to acknowledge.
Very impressive, sir. Very.
Nope, still don't know. How much money you got?
I am quite lined, as the youth would say, of plenty of coin. I am quite of a writer, if you haven't heard of me. I've written many great books, Volo's Guide to Monsters, and I'm working on my latest book, and I'm awaiting my agent as we speak, as he's just touching at his beard.
Sounds good, Volo. I'll have to check out your book one day.
Oh, why don't you have one now? And he pulls out a very small book that is very thick, and it has his exaggerated, like, if you've seen Harry Potter, I'm trying to remember the wizard.
It's the magic
Gandalf?
thing. Giant one.
Freaking not Gandalf.
No,
He's talking
That's
About the
right.
dude that's the
Gilfrey.
Yeah,
Lockhart.
yeah, Lockhart.
Lockhart, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's trying to think of Lockhart.
Yeah. Just
Oh.
I
imagine.
was thinking about Lord of the Rings.
So the real question is though is how soft is the paper?
This paper is the best quality. It is extremely thick. So is many of the book
This is
itself.
my book.
is
You
just-
can't have it.
As Drasil takes it, you see just his embellished face and the front of it, and it's like Volo's Guide to Monsters, and then like underneath it may or may not be factual interpretations of monsters within the Forgotten Realms and other domains of the.
I shoved the book in my bag. Thanks.
Well, so anyway, back to my point of I am in need of assistance if you guys have the time, and I do have the coin.
I look at Trellis. What you say?
Told us anything about what he needs.
Oh, right. Well, it's simple. I, a couple of nights ago, went drinking with a friend of mine right here in the city. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, he hasn't surfaced since that time, and it is unlike him to just miss an appointment. He's newer to the city, but he is a good dear friend of mine, and I really am concerned with the hostilities, and as you've seen, the just general displacement of hostilities. If you would be so kind and find him for me, just alive, and bring him either here or just let me know he's well, I would pay you quite well for your time.
I do volunteer at St. Lawson's for the horribly maimed and ill and dying. I can help you.
Thank you. Well, his name is Floon. He's a good friend of mine. Very well-looking young man. He's very good. Um, he's very charismatic, well off. He's not of terrible importance to anyone, so I don't think he's, done anything that absurd. But we were last drinking at one of the taverns, um, uh, by the dock ward, I believe, called the Skewered Dragon. We went through there between Net Street and Fillet Lane. No, now that I think of it, no, yes, it was the dock ward. Between Net Street and Fillet Lane, and I honestly can't recall that much. I do recall when I left him, he was still at the bar drinking his sorrows away, but I have not seen him since.
You know where he resides?
He's new to the city. He's been staying at different taverns and inns. I've checked all of them already, and he has not turned up. So I was hoping maybe more familiar individuals of Waterdeep could help me with this situation.
Good.
How long is this gonna take? I got a performance in 2 days.
I hope it would not take 2 days to track an individual drunken and wandering the streets of Waterdeep. He does look extremely handsome. Must be much easier to find than your common drunkard.
And have you seen the size of this city?
Listen, man, might I say Waterdeep is a glorious and definitely the City of Splendor, but for an individual like Floop to get lost here. Oh, sorry, sneezing. It would be difficult to misplace an individual. Maybe, perhaps, I could incentivize you to find him faster than usual, and that would help you get to your performance in time. It would say...
Sounds like a plan. What do you guys think?
What does he look like, sir?
Did you say
Besides
Floop?
eyes, hair?
Yes, Floop.
Sounds like the sound of something going in the toilet, but we're not gonna go there.
I'm incredibly curious now.
Okay, so that's 2 for yes. We got 2 more people. What's going on?
I'm still waiting on how much money we're making.
He puts his hands together. How about...
I will if I can get better this description.
Well, handsome young man. It's hard to describe another Male, I guess. I don't do it
Do you
often.
have
He's a bit
blonde hair?
middle-aged.
Or
Oh,
what?
is he
Or
a
Middle-aged?
tabaxi?
No, he's not a tabaxi. I think I would remember that.
Thought you said he was handsome.
Of course, not saying tabaxi aren't handsome and are not beautiful in their own way, but I would recognize my friend if he was a tabaxi. He thinks about it for a moment. Would I?
Does he have any
I don't
distinguishing
see fur.
features? Clothing?
Pictures? No.
Each
Oh, wait. I do have a picture of him. Wait.
eye?
And he says, he motions to you, Drasil, for the book back.
Here, take it.
He's like, he starts flipping through the pages. He has been partaking in many of our adventures, and at one time or another, and there. And you just see it, and he flips the page over, and you just see this, like, gibbering monster behemoth of, like, with many tentacles, that has an individual wrapped in one of its tentacles about to eat him. And then you see Volo in the background, just like with a thumbs up, like. Oh yeah, there he is, handsome man. He was never in any danger, I assure you.
Alright, giant tentacles.
No, tentacles don't belong to him.
Okay. No tentacles.
Oh, it's a man being held by tentacles.
Yes,
Okay.
it was all strictly for research.
Okay. Flipping. Do the thingy. So am I gonna get this book back, or because I would
Oh.
really like to read it? Yes,
Hmm.
please.
Of course you get the book back. And actually, and he pulls out very matter-of-factly a quill, licks it, dips it in his pocket, which has ink in it, and writes his signature easily onto the cover. That should fetch you a good price in the times ahead. As for payment, he rubs his hands together. I could perhaps offer 30 gold pieces.
Sounds good if we can actually divide them.
I don't see tentacles. What are we looking for? I'm game.
Would feed a lot of orphans.
We just waiting on
30 sounds
Yeah.
nice. Let's do this.
the grubby paws.
Perfect. So remember, his name is Floop. If you can find him as soon as possible, I would greatly appreciate it. In return to me for payment, preferably with Floop in hand. Just let him know that I'm worried about him. I'm sorry that I left him alone. I probably shouldn't have. That was probably the bigger mistake. But he's one to partake and drink till the sun comes up, and I am not as young as I used to be.
Well, where would we find you, Mr. Velo?
I will probably head back in, and I have a room here. I'm kind of a important clientele. I will be staying here as long as I can until either I find Floop or, at the very least, can find someone to divine his location. I'm still waiting for my agent and negotiation, so at least a couple of weeks.
Just
We're all in agreement?
If I'm good to go, I'm sitting here flipping through Volos trying to find Floop. I don't remember what page he said he was on.
He's on every other page, fighting a different monster in danger, whereas Volo is in the back of the picture, hiding in the background, either behind a bush or behind a rock or a tree, as everything takes place.
I see
So
Floop.
Floop is.
What happened, Alaria?
He is human, right?
Yes. he starts thinking back to it as the dungeon master goes through his notes. Second. Loop a loop.
Are you human?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I hope there's not Floop under this rock.
All right. Damn it, where is he? Sorry. Where is Floop?
Know what a flump is.
Alright. No, not a flump.
Is he with the frog moth?
No. Oh, well, in the picture, probably. Let's see. For God damn it.
Floof and Guide 2 need to form a union.
Let's see. We'll leave it as fluid for now. I'm pretty sure he's human. And that might be why I couldn't find him. Yes, it's not Floop, it's Floon. Sorry. I was typing in the wrong thing. His name is Floon Akbar. There we go. My apologies.
All right, Floon. Let's go find you.
But yes.
Where do the worst drunks go?
Hard to tell.
Way to be home.
So with your new quest at hand, with Volo now giving you an opportunity to earn some more coin, with combat done and for the evening, as you walk away from the yawning portal, trying to figure out where you can find Floon and where this adventure might take you, we'll end our session here for tonight, as it is getting kind of late, and that'll give us some time to digest some of this.
We shall sing about Floon and while we look for him.
Yes. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Does this have like a note taking option somewhere?
You can, yeah. In your character sheet, there's a few spaces in the bio that allow you for notes for yourself, notes that you can just give the DM, and stuff like that. Phil K from our other D&D session says, "Good job, y'all." So congratulations, everybody. Do remember, if you are not yet level 2, that we are level 2. So feel free to update your stats accordingly. I feel like that would be best for us to continue this adventure as second level. Do take some time when you have it to go through your character sheet on Roll20 and make sure your things can work. Just so that way when we do get into combat, not only do things work, but they go a bit smoother, because we will have more difficult combat encounters, or especially with more than a few NPCs, so it can get bogged down with how long it'll take. But other than that, I think it went well. I had fun. Hope you guys had fun.
Okay.
I'll remember my name next time.
Yes.
Oh, it's all good.
Eladia.
I was
Alright.
I was like, I don't know, I was nervous.
No, that's fine. It's fun to
good.
be nervous. It's our first session as well. I think it went well with
Because I'm
everybody.
used to her name more than my name.
Oh, really?
Well, I've played with Trinellis in 2 campaigns, so I guess I don't know.
I feel you.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it. I thought it would help and not make it as confusing if I had the same name, basically.
How dare you
Sorry, I'm
be?
an idiot.
How dare you be the character? You cannot cross timelines.
Okay, I'm
I mean-
confused. How do I do this?
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to do my level.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
that
ask the same
sucks.
thing.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can either just switch the number over to level 2, or add a right amount of experience that will get you to level 2, so that way it updates, which I think is 300. Regardless, you can either choose to roll hit dice or take the average. If you wish to roll, you will do as Brent did there, where it shows the roll for the HP, and then you can see whether, you know what number it gave you. The average is basically your hit dice plus 1. I mean your hit dice, like the average of it, rounded up, and then whatever your Constitution modifier is. For example, if your hit dice is a D8, then your average hit die that you would take would be 5 plus whatever your Constitution is. If it's a, so, for example, I think you are a D8 because you're a bard. So, if you don't want to roll, if you don't want to risk rolling low for your increase in hit points, you can take the average, or you can just roll it and see if you get something cool.
Okay, let's see. So we got level, and then okay, level 1 plus 1, that equals 2. All right. And do I do the HP or do I do the level 2?
Either way, either one will trigger it. But I personally, I just manually edit everything. I never like do like level 2, level 3, whatever. I just manually edit it as I'm going up in levels. When I go up, I just change my hit points to the new one. Same thing with like abilities and stuff. I just start adding them in. But that's me. So whatever works for you. I would say there's a lot of guides on YouTube, or you can ask me or Brent on the side how you want to upgrade it. If I take some time, I can look at your character sheets individually and then update it for you. But what you're going to want to update is for sure your hit points, and then see if there's anything at level 2 that you didn't add to your character sheet that you're going to want to add. If you have any new abilities for your class, that's something you want to look at.
I can finally do legit hit healing on people. So.
Oh, that's right, cleric. Yeah. Level 2 is where they get all their stuff.
Where's the hit points at?
It should be in the middle of the character sheet.
It's blank for me.
Let me see. So Trinalis for you. Yes, you never, or whomever never added your hit points. So that's why I have your token but not hit points. So your first hit points for level 1 is you don't take the average, you take the full amount. So your hit dice is a D8, so you get 8, and then it's plus your Constitution, which is a plus 2. So your hit points is 10. So I added that in now. So that's your hit points for Trinalis. But now that we're level 2, you're going to decide whether you want to roll a d8 to see if you roll really high and get an increase in hit points, or you could just take the average, which would be for you 5 plus 2, so 7. So you can roll to see if you get higher than that, or you can take the 7.
I'll just take the 7.
Okay. So now hit point maximum is 17. Just so you would do the same. So your hit points was let's see. To start off with would have been oh damn, you got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, you're in the character mancer, that's why. I hate that thing. So for you, if it's up to you, if you want to take the average, you can do that, or you can roll. But your starter hit point should have been 8 plus whatever your Constitution is. And then Alaria, let's see.
Yeah, I'm a D8 plus I got a +2 for Constitution and Dex, so, but I got a 3 for Wisdom.
Okay, so you got a 10. So now your choice is the same as Trinalis, where you can add 7 more hit points, or you can roll to see if you get higher for level 2.
I'm just gonna go with 17.
Perfect. Okay. Does anyone have any
I have
questions?
really crappy health.
Oh yeah, as a bard, you will have higher soon. You should be more than the 7 that I see, though. You should.
No, it went to 11.
Should still go higher than that. Where did you?
I don't know what I did wrong.
So
Unless
what's
you
your
got like a
constitution?
low constitution.
Yeah, what's your constitution modifier?
8.
Oh shit! Never mind. So no, that's probably close. So then that means you got the 8, the D8. You don't have. I'm not gonna make you minus anything. So you got 8. That's your minimum, and then you would get. Then you get your choice to roll, or take the 5.
I did the roll, which was not the roll, the average, which was the 5.
Okay, so then 8 plus 5 is your
So it should be 13. Okay.
yeah, much better than 7. 7 is wizard level shit, where I sneeze on you and you die.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got glass ankles or something. It's pretty bad.
All right. Well, does anyone have any questions before we call it here? I mean, you can always ask me questions on the Discord too. But any questions for now?
Good. What?
Ilaria, anything?
I'm good. If I can think of anything, I'll just message you.
Okay. Quiet.
I
Trinalis.
take notes while you're doing all this, so like I have all the names written down. I have everything written down.
Awesome. It's gonna come in handy, trust me. And there are inspiration points to be gained by having the notes, trust me.
That's why I was asking if there was like a place to put notes on here.
Oh yeah. You can put it in your character sheets. You can.
I used to
share it with
open
each other.
WordPad and do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just probably gonna use my notepad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's nice playing with everyone. I'm looking forward to our next session. We'll.
Did we come to a consensus at our next meeting? Like the vote?
I think there was a poll in the Discord.
There's a poll. Let me see what it's at right now.
Just to let you guys know, I'm down with any of them. I voted for the middle one. So.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I see the 14th and the 28th are the ones that have the votes. So, yeah, what we'll do is when that poll ends, we'll actually have a discussion the week ahead of time. I'll be in the Discord and we'll just talk out to confirm the date and the time, and that that we're all ready to go for that.
Okay. Well, honestly, Brent just needs to vote, and Adam, you need to vote, and then and we're good.
He doesn't vote, right?
Anything other than the 7th is fine with me. The 7th,
yeah, I made it to where he can vote too, so that like we can all be on the same page, basically.
Yeah.
But Brent, you need to vote.
Yeah, the 7th is the only one I would cause a little issue, but I would the 14th or the 28th is fine with me. But aside from that, I'm good with the time and everything, and yeah. Well, on the Monday of it, we will just make sure everybody's cool with it, that we're all on the same page, and then we're good from there. So yeah.
Down.
Awesome. Nice talking with everybody. Nice playing with all of you. I'll see you at our next session. Feel free to message me, and this video will be up probably Monday or Tuesday, whatever. Once I make sure there's nothing in it that's not supposed to be in it, like spoilers or whatever. So
For all the times I thought I was hilarious or journalist.
no, that's fine. I leave all those in. That's humor. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and then we can listen back to it Monday or Tuesday. And yeah. So
Cool beans. Make sure you link it in the chat so we can check it out.
oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, have a good night, everyone, and yeah, just have a good night. Be safe. It was really fun. Trust me. I'm looking forward to our next session.
Sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I
You're
think it's gonna be the 14th. Just to let y'all know.
Awesome.